What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about B3 today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 18th of May today. It is the 18th, yes. 18th of May. Here we are, 7 hours, 24 minutes left in the day, up 9.4%. You were up a little bit more than that earlier. 0058 is the high of the day. You're at 0054 right now, so a little bit of a pullback. That's fine, right? Looking at the daily RSI, I like your positioning. I like the posturing, right? It's like you're flirting with the overbought zone. You're wanting to get through. You just haven't yet. I'm assuming that this next attempt up will get you further into the overbought zone, and that's probably where you'll actually see a real move come your way. Yes, a real move. These moves have been fake moves. They're not real. The real move is coming. No, I just mean like a bigger move. These are real moves too. I just mean like the real move in the sense of like it's going to be bigger. Probably the biggest move that you've ever seen actually in B3's history. It might be loading right now. You literally might be on the way to the biggest move you've ever seen, excluding your initial phase here. And maybe even including that, it might be the biggest move overall, as time goes on, but time will tell. You're slowly but surely breaking out of this downtrend. I think that you have broken out of it already. Now you're going to show your strength that you've broken out of the downtrend, okay? From a high here to a low there, you've consolidated between your 382 and your 236. The next area to anticipate would be the golden ratio. That's about a 75% to a 99% pump from here. It's very possible. It's very, very possible that we could run higher and that you go up to about 13 to 15, 16 cents, something like that. Something on the lines of 140 to a 200% pump overall could come your way. And of course, you're going to go beyond that. B3, I very much believe, has the potential to see something on the lines of like a 3.2 cent price, 6.15 cent price, something like that by the end of this endeavor, by the end of June, early July. That's the expectation. What's B3's market cap right now? 116, yeah, very low market cap, decent volume, not bad. I very much believe that you could see, a 6.1 cent price, maybe you even run all the way up to about a 10-cent price. We'll see. This thing really could have some legs on it, and there's a lot of cryptos that have targets up at their 1,886, 200. So there's a lot that stop at the 14142. We'll see. But and of course the golden ratio itself. But I have hopes, aspirations for 10 cents and 12.5 cents. Just maybe not by the end of June. That might be some later date, and of course well beyond that as well. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's wind it down a little bit. Talk about it on the 1 hour time frame here. So looking at the 1 hour RSI, you have cooled off quite a bit. You were overbought. You hit the 85 area and you've cooled way the hell off. You're down at the 50 now, finding support here. If we're looking at this from a relative low here to a relative high right there, you've gone just below your 382. Generally speaking, with this, you would find support just below the 382, and then you come right back up. You'd look to find a wick or something, but the fact that you closed the last 1 hour candle below there, and now you're looking to close this 1 hour above it, I'm very confident that was your low for B3. That was your low of this corrective phase. So for the rest of the day, you're going to be moving up. Now, are you going to move up at this pace? Are you going to figure yourself out, maybe find a higher low, and then move up tomorrow sometime? Sure, either way. But I think that you are moving higher. You're probably going to take out that 006 level next, and you're obviously on a path that's going to take you to dramatically higher prices than that overall. But I like the 1 hour RSI. I think that's your low. I don't think you go lower. I think you just found your low. Unless in the next 21 minutes you come down, then it's very possible that you could go all the way to 00517, but you're at 0054 now, so that's not that big of a deal. Not too big of a spill there. I like where you are here. I don't think that you're going to go lower. Some people might look at this and say, is this a cup and handle? Well, maybe it's a cup and handle. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a big old cup and then here's your handle. Maybe. I think it's just a breakout, and this is standard volatility, and you're going to continue higher. But call it a cup and handle if you want. Maybe it works. Maybe it does. If it farts like a duck and it squawks like a duck, it might just flap like a duck too. If we're looking at this here from a high to a low overall, let's see. High here back on the 11th of May to the low here on the 17th of May. You hit your golden ratio back to your 382. Classic behavior, bullish behavior. I'm even more confident now that that's your low. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that was a shakeout of a 4 hour candle, what you just had. You're going to eat it up, man. You're going to, by the end of the day, going into tomorrow, certainly you will be above these highs in a very short amount of time. I would expect that you're at the 786, 886 area, which is 2061 to 20633. You'll be at this area soon enough, okay? If not by the end of today, literally, if not by the end of today, sometime tomorrow you will be there. And of course, pressing higher after that, you'll see 007, 008, 1 cent itself, all these targets and more are coming your way. 4 hour RSI looks super bullish, super bullish, you guys. Daily time frame, getting set up to be bullish. Once you get above these areas here, once you get overbought in the daily time frame, we are looking for that follow through, like I was talking about, not rejections, not this little flirtation. We're looking for some penetration, right? We're going to get through and we're going to get some follow through, and we are really going to go to the next level. Which the next level from here, in my opinion, from a high to a low, all the stuff we've talked about so far is like over the next day or two, right? But over the next week or two, by the end of the month, and probably even I would say within the next week, by next Sunday, I would expect that we are at 1 cent or higher by next Sunday. If not, and when I say 1 cent or higher, I mean like around like 0.0095, 0.0109, something in that area. If not there, 1.3 cents or 1.5 cents. I really do expect we'll see 1.3 to 1.6 cents, let's say, by the end of May. I think we will be here. This might not be by the end of next week, but by the end of May. And then going into June, in the beginning of June, going into the end of June, we're going to look for that 3.2 cents at a minimum to 6 cents as a potential maximum, somewhere in this range. I really do like that 6 cent target personally. 6 cents maybe to 4.5 cents, that kind of area is what I like by the end of June. And if you're not there, I'll tell you what, we'll know that you're going to 10 cents if it's like mid-June and you're already interacting with these prices. You're going to 10 cents or beyond by the end of June, okay? I got nothing else for you guys. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Given various targets, none of them have been to the downside, and there's a good reason for that, okay? Yeah, I think that the gaming narrative, the AI narrative, base itself, I think is all set up to be in a bullish kind of environment right now. I'm curious to see what the next couple of months brings. There will be regulatory clarity that is announced over the next couple of months in regards to crypto that I think will have a positive impact in the markets, and that might also have a positive impact for B3. And if the whole damn crypto market's moving up, I would assume this thing's getting a taste of that, at least a little taste of that, and that even at the bare ass minimum of that taste. From here by the end of June, you'd be expecting something on the lines of like a 6x return. So a lot of growth to go. A lot of fun to be had. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. Might you be in some kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern? Maybe. You might be. This could be a slanted inverse head and shoulders. Maybe you've got lower highs here, lower lows there. It's kind of like your left shoulder's here, your head is here, and then your right shoulder's here. Maybe. If it is an inverse head and shoulders, I meant to talk about this throughout the video, but I actually forgot. I don't like to take it, if it's slanted, I don't like to take it from the high. I like to take it from like the middle of where that slant would be, if that makes sense. I try to be conservative with it. The breakout move would be something around here, so that'd take you to about 1.4 cents. We have targets for that. That makes sense, right? That wouldn't be too crazy. I mean, obviously you'll get there and beyond. You could hit that target by the end of the month of May, or more likely you'll be at that area sometime in early June. But I'm just rambling at this point. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.